Hello Cambly family, it's Susan here, one of the teachers on Cambly. Today I'm here to give you some top tips on how to pronounce those tricky silent letter words. So what are silent letter words? They're words which contain letters that we do not pronounce. Now don't be mistaken, it's the sound of the letter. So that letter doesn't have to come at the beginning of the word, it can come in the middle or the end. There are so many common silent letter words in the English language. It's a huge topic. And welcome back to part 2, how to pronounce those tricky silent letter words. Today we're going to look at I to P. So let's start. The letter I. Couldn't find a theory of why we don't pronounce the letter I, and I could only find one example, and that is business. So here's an example sentence. It's none of your business. I wonder if you can find any more. If you can, put a comment and let's share all those silent letter I's with everyone. Now, let's look at J. Oops, I couldn't find any silent J words. Can you find some? Have a look and add them to comments if you can. Let's now look at the letter K. The theory. We do not sound out the letter K when it comes before an N at the beginning of a word. Here's some examples. Need, need. Knife, knife. Night, night. Knock, knock. Not, not. No, no. Let's look at some example sentences. The dough needs kneading for an hour. I just heard a knock at the door. Now, let's look at L. We do not sound out the L when it comes after an A, O, or U. Here's some examples. Would, would. Should, should. Calf, calf. Half, half. Salmon, salmon. Talk, talk. Yolk, yolk. And let's look at some simple sentences. I love egg yolks, but not egg whites. A calf is a baby cow. Now, let's look at M. So, I couldn't find a theory for M. And in fact, I only found one example, and that is mnemonic. Let's make a simple sentence. A mnemonic device helps us to remember a code. Let's see if you can find any more silent letter words with the letter M. Now, let's look at N and the theory. We do not sound out the letter N when it comes after an M at the end of a word. Let's look at some examples. Autumn, autumn. Column, column. Condemn, condemn. Dam, dam. Hymn, hymn, solemn, solemn. And let's look at a couple of simple sentences. I love the colour of leaves in the autumn. She is looking very solemn today. Is she okay? Now, let's look at the letter O. Again, I couldn't find a theory, and I only found one example, and that is Colonel. Let's make a simple sentence. Colonel Mustard is a character in the board game Cluedo. Now, let's look at the letter P. So the theory. We do not pronounce the P sound when it comes in a combination of PS, PT, and PN. Let's look at some examples. Pneumonia, pneumonia. Psychology, psychology. Pterodactyl, pterodactyl. Receipt, receipt. And let's make a couple of simple sentences. My brother had pneumonia when he was 10. A pterodactyl is my favourite dinosaur. Well, that's a short introduction into how to pronounce those tricky silent letter words. Now it's time for you to go ahead and practice. I'm on Cambly 6 days a week, so if you'd like to join me for a class, click the button below and have a look at my schedule. You can always send me a message. If you don't know about Cambly, Cambly is an amazing platform. It works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all around the world. So you can literally connect to a native speaking tutor in a time zone that suits you, at a time that's right for your learning. Well, good luck with that learning, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.